Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Howdy International Students Channel. And this is a very special episode because you're going to be learning professional development, career tips and ideas. And I have an amazing specialist, professional guest with us here.
That's right. Thank you for having me so much. My name is Jason Cirillo. I am a career development specialist here in the Jindal School of Management, and I also teach a few sections of our professional development course, which is aimed at master's students who don't have experience here in professional work experience here in the United States.
And I would like you to just share like some interview tips. You know, how can you differentiate yourself? How can you stand out? How can you be memorable? You know, because sometimes you look at many of the applicants have the same skill and have the same background, maybe.
Same classes, same projects, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So how do you stand out? You know, a long time ago, I started off my career in radio. I was a radio DJ for 9 years. Now I teach at a university, go figure, right? One thing I learned, you know, way back then is, you know, being a strong communicator can really help you stand out in a lot of situations because communication is one thing that I think a lot of people, even myself, you know, we struggle with communication in certain situations. Job interviews are one of those things that I believe our students struggle with the most, okay? It is this, you know, there's just something about those questions, like describe a situation in which you had to deliver bad news to a team member. Something about questions like that, those behavioral interview questions, just make students freeze up or they stumble through their answers. There's a secret out there. It's not really a secret, but there's a really solid strategy to answer those types of interview questions, and it's called STAR. Situation, task, action, result. Now you've heard of this a million times, I'm sure. You've read it on the internet, read it on all those interview, help sites. But I promise you, okay, there's many companies that have that on their interview sheets. They want people to answer. They want students to give their answers in STAR. Sometimes they'll just straight out tell you that, okay? Here's a question, give us the answer in STAR. But secondly, if you understand how to use STAR and you use it well, I promise you that you will see more positive outcomes from your job interviews because STAR helps you be a great storyteller, okay? It helps you be engaging. Whenever they're asking you questions during a job interview, they're trying to uncover skills that are related to the job description, okay? So, in other words, every time you open your mouth during a job interview, right, it's just like they used to tell me a long time ago on the radio, when you open your mouth on the radio, you better have something important to say, because that's all they hear, right? In a job interview, whenever you open your mouth, you should be convincing them that you are a perfect fit for that job. So every single thing you say should be focused around that job description. And every time you say something that's not focused on the job description, it sets you back farther, right? One more thing I'll say about STAR is the actions part. Situation, task, action, result. Actions are, you know, what you did in the story, you know, what kind of skills you use in the story to solve the problem or reach the goal that you're talking about. Slow down during the actions. Slow down your story. I think sometimes a student will start telling STAR stories. They'll get through ST and they'll think, maybe I've been talking too much, so then they just blow through the A and then wrap up the story like that because they feel like they've been talking too much. The A is where you get to slow down and show off. This is where you get to convince them that you have the skills that they're looking for in the job description. So you should always have the job description at the back of your mind. And if the job description requires, Python, Excel, communication, then your stories should revolve around those themes. And in the A part is where you get to slow down and really convince them that you're a good fit for that.
Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna put that like a rhyme in my head. Stay on the A.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one too.
Yeah, stay on the A. And I think that personally, what I've learned from what you said, sometimes we get caught up in just listing skills, getting certifications, but one of the major points you hit is if we are not saying how we have used those skills in a project, in a work experience, you haven't really said much. And so that's fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone. And make sure that you subscribe to this channel. We love you. We have a lot of content for you. So like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.